What's going on, guys? It's me, John. Tonight I'm doing a double upload because, as you know, I'd like to vlog every day in May, but I keep missing days. I keep forgetting. So that means I have to vlog twice a day in May. Anyway, that might be a challenge too. VTA. I don't know how you break that up, but vlog twice a day in May. So VAT dem. Yeah, there you go. That could be a challenge too, huh? Anyway. So the topic of this video is actually an idea that my girlfriend Melanie Stardust over at Stardust Studios, you could check her out, go blow her up, I came up with for a good way to create content within a group or create content between a couple of people. And what you do is using one of the Facebook group functions, you create a group and you add however many members you want. Like, for example, Mel and I, we do some music and things like that, and we do memes, and we're always communicating with one another. And we were finding that anytime we would record something, it would take up a ton of space on our phone, or you'd have to upload it to Drive, and it was really, really a hassle. So she had this brilliant idea that we created this group just between us. And anytime I have an idea for a meme, I'll post to this group. Anytime she has an idea for something, she'll post to this group and say, what do you think of this? What do you think of that? And the coolest thing about it for musicians, what you guys can do is you guys create a private group between you and your band. And what you do is you go live in that group and you play music. So it's like if you're the guitar player and you want to try out a new riff and you want the other players to hear it and see what they think of it, then what you do is you go live in your group, you play the riff, the other players can check it out, they can see what you're playing, so they can they don't have to rely on their ear if they don't have perfect pitch, and they can add their thing to it. So then the next time you guys go to practice, it's the introduction process has already been taken care of. All the members of the group have seen the riff that you played or the lick that you played or whatever, and you guys get to practice and boom, you hit the ground running. You guys can start playing right from there. You don't have to waste too much time in practice showing them the riff, telling them what key it's in, telling them this, telling them that, because you've already done that in the private group that you guys have made together. So hats off to Melanie Stardust for coming up with that one. That was a really good idea, and we do it all the time. I mean, eventually at some point, what I want to do is start kind of clipping and compiling all these things just to show you how my guitar playing has progressed over the past year or so that I've been uploading it and going live into this group. I use it for myself mostly, just because very often I'll be practicing and playing around and I come up with a riff and I'm like, ooh, I kind of like that. That sounds really, really cool. And then I'll put the guitar down, go smoke some weed, go eat something, go drink a beer or something like that, go watch Game of Thrones. I'm watching Game of Thrones now. I'm such a Game of Thrones maniac now. Anyway, I'm about halfway through the third season, so I'm catching up with you guys. But until then, no more spoilers. I don't want to hear shit, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, I got off the subject there. But it's been very, very helpful to me, because sometimes you just come up with something because you're moving your fingers around and it sounds really, really good, and you forget you might forget the riff, you might forget the chord progression, you might forget the rhythm of it, whatever. This helps. That way it's on video, it's on the internet, it's going to be here forever. Because the internet is permanent. And I'm looking at you, Kanye West. Anyway, again, this is John with Rock Branded. We're rock bands. Get rock solid branding. So any kind of tips you guys could use for how the internet has helped you, either make your songwriting or your work with your band more efficient? Anything you guys have, you can just leave a comment below. I misspoke earlier and said that I never get comments, but my girlfriend comments all the time. But that kind of doesn't really count, you know what I mean? That's like your mom calling you handsome, it's like, it's kind of, but I just had to make up for that. So this video is all about shouting her out and her brilliant ideas and everything like that. And that's another good thing. You really need to surround yourself with good people. Good people will make your content better, and you in turn can help make their content better. So I'm very, very grateful that she's come into my life and helped me kind of, she's really helped me develop. I mean, Rock Branded wouldn't even be a thing if it weren't for her, because basically Rock Branded is Stardust, but just for rock and roll, really. So anyway, that's all I have to say today. This is John with Rock Branded, where rock bands get rock solid branding, and we're out.